Hello, everyone. Welcome to a little ad hoc Strength Hammer episode. Today, I want to talk about chess clocks because they're all the rage right now online. Recently, AOS Worlds just happened, and they use chess clocks, so therefore people have opinions about chess clocks one way or the other. And the internet being the internet decides to take things in weird and wacky ways and start arguing because everyone has to be right in their own way. And I mean, I'll say this. I do have a chess clock, but do I use it all the time? No. Do I use it at all? I mean, hardly ever. But it's a tool that has found its way into Warhammer as far as wargaming. I know it's been in other war gaming games. If you check out Doug over at 2 Plus Stuff, he actually did a similar topic video just recently, today actually, the time I'm recording this, and he talks about where it belongs in Warhammer Hordes, I believe. But yeah, but today I want to give you, I guess, my opinion, my answer. And if you've known me long enough, you probably can see where this is going. What I feel is the final answer is of should you use chess clocks in your Warhammer game? The answer is it depends. Just like always, it depends. What are you playing? Like, as far as like, are you narrative? Are you casual or competitive? What's the event doing? Is if it's in the pack and it says using chess clocks, well then, yeah, I guess if you don't want to go to that event because of that, don't go to that event. Most events that I know of that use chess clocks, they don't use it till the final rounds when it gets to the highest level of competitive play. So, you don't have to worry about being mid to low tables, having to worry about chess clock. But like I said, ultimately, it comes down to it depends. So why would you want to use a chess clock? Okay, you're at a high level competitive event, and you want to make sure everyone has equal time. Not necessarily to catch somebody who's being a slow player, because I think those are very few and far between. I don't think it's as rampant as people use it as an excuse. But okay, so you're at AOS Worlds. That's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of games being played, a lot of very, very intricate lists that need, certain things to happen. And truth be told, I mean, when you get to that higher level, things get a little wonky. Like, you're having very unique and intricate and granular interactions going on, not necessarily with just your army, but with the other people's armies, because this is like the best of the best players, but you're also doing the most finely tuned lists you can have. So where else would you want to have it? Okay, you're doing a grand tournament. Maybe you get into the final round with the top 4 tables, or maybe you're doing a 8-round event where after the 5th round you do cut the top 8. So I mean, you can see clearly this is just if you're playing competitively, or if you're practicing to play competitively, where chess clock might be used. It's good to practice with one. Not always ask your opponent. I don't feel personally that if you are at an event and you have a chess clock and you're trying, like, you don't practice for an event at an event. So if you're coming to round 1 and you're like, hey, can I use a chess clock with our game and all this sort of, no, like, that's like, unless your opponent wants to. I mean, you could ask them, but like, don't force it. Don't make it seem awkward. Like, oh, I need to practice because I'm going to be in the top tables. I'm going to crush you. Like, it's if you're going to an event and you are predicting that you'll get to the place where you have the use a chess clock, if that's within the pack, then you should have prepared ahead of time, personally. But that's like with anything, you should know your army and all the tools for that army before you go to the event, at least on a basic level. I get you don't need to be fully aware of it. We all get rules wrong. It's a war game. It's complicated, lots of moving parts. Regardless, at a narrative event, would you use a chess clock? Probably not, unless there's some sort of narrative hook where, hey, the ground's falling out underneath of both your armies, but you need to complete certain tasks or get to certain parts of the board at certain times, and this chess clock will count down, but it starts and stops based upon different situations where you want to hit it back and forth between players. Like, sure, yeah. Normally, would you have that? No. I mean, personally, let's take the US Open events, for example. We don't use chess clocks. I mean, if you look at General's Handbook, it doesn't talk about chess clocks. Also, GW doesn't make chess clocks, so we're not going to use chess clocks. at least on the Sigmar side. You know, that's the side I have, I guess, control over, for lack of a better word, at the event. But yeah, so sorry, lost train of thought there. But anyway, you know, you could use it at those events if it was needed, but we do active judging there. So we're judging nonstop or as we go. We tell players like, hey, if you can't at a certain point, because we do not round timers, but call outs, I guess benchmarks, lack of a better word. I can't remember exactly what they're called, top of my head, but you know, it says, hey, at a certain time, we're not going to say there's 2 hours left in the round. We're going to call it and say, hey, you should be, you know, moving through round 2 right now or round 3. Eventually, there'll be a call out where, hey, if you are not finishing your game, do not start another round unless you can complete it within, you know, the next 30 minutes or whatever. Go in, and if you feel like you can't get a judge, call them over, and we'll walk through the rest of the game. That's how we handle it at the U.S. Opens, and it's been fine. Most events are giving 3-hour rounds now. Seems pretty common. I know personally I've never had an issue staying within the 3-hour rounds. Probably because of the types of armies I play. You know, Daughters of Cain, I'm running forward. I'm winning or losing by turn 3 typically. That's how I like to play. It's how the army plays, so it all works. But, you know, really comes down to if you're playing a casual game at a local club or with a friend or everybody, just ask them, hey, would you mind if we use a chess clock? I'm trying to practice with it. Sure. And, you know, chances are they'll be accommodating. No one's, you know, we're not a bunch of, not a bunch of jerks in this hobby. We like rolling dice, having fun, and we're all people. If you ask nicely, usually you can get someone to agree to help you out with practicing something, whether it's a chess clock or a new army list or, you know, proxies of an entire army and you're playing just bases because you're trying to figure out what army you want to play next. You know, but, you know, it's going to be a little different at an event. You want to follow the pack. So, I mean, this might be a public service announcement to just read your pack. Everybody, as a TO, please read your pack. Regardless. Yeah, short little video. The answer on chess clocks is just like anything else in the world. It's nuanced. It depends. Talk to your opponent. See what the pack says. Figure out where you're at with play, and take it from there. And like I said, don't be afraid of it. You know, I don't know if it's the perfect tool for what it's trying to accomplish within the game of Warhammer, but it's the best tool that we've found to bring over. So I don't know if that means there'll be changes, like a specific format that uses chess clocks where it makes it a little bit more nuanced, but like obviously Warhammer's not chess as much as you want to sometimes compare it to that. So yeah, just talk to your opponents, figure out what's best for you and your games, and if someone's arguing about it online, just do what you're always supposed to do. If someone's arguing about something online, be like, okay, cool, and then go do your own thing. That's it. Have fun. It's a hobby. You know, enjoy it. Don't poo-poo it if anyone else likes it. Yeah, sorry, rambling here at the end, but yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you like this short little video just to kind of get a little, I guess, thoughts out here, just kind of throwing them forth. I didn't prep for this at all, just throwing my thoughts out. But I don't hate chess clocks. I love chess clocks. It's a tool. I'll use it if it needs to be used. Otherwise, I'm not too stressed about it. Keep rolling dice, everybody. Stay Stormcast strong, and I will see you on the next video, which will actually talk about the channel updates that I'm thinking about. I'm still trying to work a few of those out. But anyway, take care. Talk to you all soon.